Page 125. This is improvising not just the chords, but also the melody. Love it. Basically, you're going to make up your own piece. They're just giving you the chord sequence. So let's look at it. We're in 3/8 time, so an eighth note gets a count. It's going to sound like 3/4 time, except an eighth note gets a count. And we're in 2 sharps, so I think we're in the key of D major. It ends on a D chord. So we got to make up a melody, and the melody, for the most part, needs to use the notes in the chord. It can use a few others, but mostly the notes in the chord. So let's see what the chords are. We have a D chord. I'm going to play it in both hands because, as I said, the melody's got to use mostly those notes. And then we have an A7 with a C on the bottom. I think that's like here. And A7 is here. Here with a C on the bottom. Here. That's a 5/7 chord. Back to the 1 chord. And then we have a B7 with a D sharp on the bottom. With a B7 chord is here. Keep in mind, we're not thinking 2 sharps. We're not thinking key signatures. We're just thinking chord names. And a B7, that's a B major 7. A B major chord with a 7th added. That's this one. And then with the D sharp on the bottom. So I'll put that here. And that's going to resolve to the E minor chord. And then we have an E minor with a G on the bottom. So I'm going to take the G on the bottom. Let's go down here. Here. I can come up here. I go where I want. And then we have a D with an A on the bottom. Well, that would be here. Because the D is here and A on the bottom. And then the 5/7, 1. And A7, 1. Okay, so it's actually a 1 chord. And then the 5/7 chord here. And then a 1 chord. Whichever. So I sort of know what the chords are. Now I want a melody that fits those chords. It's just 1, 2, 3. The B7 with a D sharp on the bottom. An E minor. A D with an A on the bottom, and an A7, which is here. I kind of went up the keyboard. I don't know. Pick up your own melody. It's just I'm using, really, I bet for the most part I just use notes in the chords, but you can use connecting notes. What you make up a melody that uses primarily those notes, and then they're suggesting just block chords on each beat, once per measure. So make up your own stuff, but you can use broken chords. If it sounds okay, in my opinion, it is, as long as you have the chords correct, that left hand correct, and then the melody, if it sounds good with it, go with it.